I had this old Harbor Freight 10 by 20 garage. Bought it because I was restoring a car and I needed a paint booth. So it worked out great. Painted the car. The Harbor Freight garage lasted me 2 years because we get a little snow here in Michigan, and the structure is 5'6" on center. And anyway, I've got another project that I need to work on. So I hauled this thing out, and just wanted to show you how I reinforced it here. The original Harbor Freight structure was nowhere near strong enough by itself to hold up any amount of heavy snow, and like I say, the canopy in between wasn't supported well enough. So what I did was I used cattle panel. You can buy it at Tractor Supply. These are 50 inches wide and they're 16 feet long. So they go all the way over there. That's 16 feet. And I just ran this 2x4 along at the appropriate height. And these are you buy these clamps at Home Depot. They come in a bag of 4 for about $2. And then I also I drilled and screwed. Once I got this at the right elevation, I drilled and screwed it on top of the clamp. And then you use fencing staples to hold your cattle panel to the to the 2x there. You can see one right there. So okay, so then next we have to worry about the cattle panel wants to ride high on these tubes, right? Well, in the middle you need to support it so that it's level, and it turns out that 2 2x4s is the exact dimension that you need. And once again, just use these little clamps to hold it in place. And then on the end structure, I just I just had some 2x6s. There's nothing here that's specific. I just had some 2x6s that I framed up and used those clamps once again at the end. And that thing is, I mean, it's really solid. I'm 204 pounds and I can hang on that and it doesn't even budge. And we also need to give the center rail a little extra support. So I made up these trusses, just 2x4s, and the same thing here. Use those clamps from Home Depot and a little truss there. And wow, does that ever add to the support. That makes that rail extremely strong. Once again, I can hang right on that. It doesn't budge at all. And nothing specific. Oh, okay, so on the bottom rail here, that's womanized 2x4s that I had some spares. And what I did was I drove in 4 places. I drove a 1/2 inch by 2 foot re-rod straight down in 4 locations. That keeps the sides from wanting to come in and out. But now what do we do about lift, right? That's not going to keep it from lifting if we get wind. So I added 2 more re-rod, and these are running at about a 30-degree angle. One this way and one that way. 2 feet long. Drove them in, did that in 4 locations on each side, and that will certainly serve to prevent the wind from lifting that 2x4 up. And I lag bolted the legs to the 2x4. Then, okay, so then you got to use this foam right on the end. This is from Home Depot. That's just the foam that you put over a hot water tank, hot water lines. That keeps the cattle panel from being damaged by the plastic being damaged from the cattle panel. And then the last thing is you got to use greenhouse plastic. You have to use greenhouse plastic. If you use regular plastic, it'll be, in a year, the UV will destroy it. So this greenhouse plastic I ordered online. Amazingly, you cannot buy greenhouse plastic anywhere that I could find around here. I even went to Greenhouse Supply Store, Evergreens, and they told me to order it from Uline. I'm like, you got to be kidding me. Anyway, I went online, found it out of Chicago. This roll of 6 mil greenhouse plastic, I ordered it 25 feet wide and 40 foot long. I had extra. It cost me $100 delivered. And they say it's guaranteed for 4 years. So and that's longer than I'll need this. I just got a little project I'm working on right now. I just need a little bit of cover. So that's it. Structurally, oh, the other thing I forgot to mention is sometimes accidents are good, right? So the cattle panel, I wanted a little overhang here, as you can see. I wanted it to overhang the end rails. And so the spacing worked out to where I had gaps, you know, where they didn't butt right up against each other. But it doesn't matter. The plastic's fine like that. But what the nice part of the gap was, when I went to put the plastic up, I got on the ladder here, right? And I was able to reach right in there and pull that plastic up and over because of this gap. So that worked out good. And yeah, that's about it.